one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night.
Hey y'all, I'm Jimmy.
And I'm Lisa of Find Us Camping. Today we're going to bring you another featured campground tour for camperreport.com. Our tour will be of the Thousand Trails Chesapeake Bay RV Resort in Gloucester, Virginia. So when you pull off the main road, there is a big sign out front to let you know that you've arrived at the campground.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe. Striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground.
It is a long driveway back to the gate. You'll pass the Welcome Center, which is the offices for the campground staff, and then you'll come up to the gate where you check in. Check-ins need to pull into the right lane, and someone will come out to your vehicle. They'll get your member card, tell you what sites are available, drive you around if you need to take a look at those, and get you all assigned, and then you're off to park and do your thing. You will be given a gate code when you check in, so in the future when you're coming in and out, if you've been out sightseeing or out to eat or something, you can pull up to the gate. If there's somebody here, they will see the date on your parking pass and raise the gate for you. If not, you'll have a code to enter to get into the park. As we enter the park, the first section you're going to come to is going to be D section on your left. The majority of the sites in D section are 30 amp. They are all back-end sites. There are a few, like 2 or 3 50 amp sites mixed in, but the majority of them are 30 amp and they are all back-end sites. They all do have water, electric, and sewer. So as we come to the end of this first road, you'll see a sign that says cabins 1 through 12 to the left. Not that you as an RVer are going to need a cabin, but maybe you're meeting up with friends that don't have an RV and you want to spend a week or weekend with them and they want to rent a cabin. That is a amenity that's available here. And then we're going to run down here to the left, not to see the cabins, but there is a fishing pond down here that's one of the multiple places that you could fish at this property. Right across from the cabins here is one pond. At the far end is the Welcome Center, so that is the road that you come across when you're coming in. Everything here in the ponds, everything is catch and release. So after checking out the pond, we're going to go ahead and head back up this next street, which is a street that is the center between sections D and B. It's section D on the right hand side of the road, section B on the left. Before we make that turn though, straight in front of us, you'll see the tent sites. So that whole area there is water and electric only. So you can park a camper there, you're just not going to have sewer. But that is the tent area. There is a bathhouse directly across from that. So if you're a tenter and you want to come for the weekend, it's a great little area and there's a bathhouse right there. So as we head up this street, again, section D is going to be on your right, section B is going to be to your left. Section B is predominantly 50 amp sites. I think they do have a couple 30 amp, but the majority of them are going to be 50 amp. Again, all of the RV sites here are water, electric, and sewer.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe. Striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause
Directly across from B section is going to be the majority of your recreational areas. So directly across from B section, you're going to have the mini golf, pickleball courts, 2 pools, basketball courts, volleyball courts, and then on the other side of the recreation area is going to be a playground, and then the rec hall or community center. I'm not sure exactly what they call it here, but that's where they're going to have all their events. So any outdoor activities that are like they have fall festivals, that kind of thing is going to be down there. A lot of times on the weekends they have a DJ and they have music under the covered pavilion, so there's music, dancing, you know, hanging out with all your friends. And then beyond that building is the Piankatank River. So another draw for this campground is the river. Directly across from the tent section is this area, which is the concrete pad, is the cornhole boards. They also have a grill over to the right, so you could have an event here if you wanted to. And then to the left of that is the horseshoe pits, and then as you can see beyond that is the river. We're going to drive down here kind of across the pond, so to speak. So this will be the next big fishing area. We did the smaller pond earlier. This is the bigger pond that's on site. As we head into E section. E section is 30 amp full hookup sites. Some of them are along the riverbank, some of them are along the bank of the pond, and then some of them are just in the wooded area in between. We'll do a quick drive through of that area. So you can go to the rec department and check out or have them unlock for you any of these kayaks, the canoe, the paddle boats. They do have this floating dock down here, so you can go out here and fish. And on weekends, sometimes they have I guess fishing tournaments, and there'll be all kinds of people out here in this pond, even in their own kayaks and canoes, floating around and fishing. A lot of this section back here in E is housed by people that have annual sites here. There are still, however, several sites back here for transients, but if you were here maybe for the season or for the summer, a longer period of stay, this might be where you'd want to be. It's kind of away from all the hustle and bustle of the everyday goings on at the campground. These sites in front of us and over to the right are going to be the sites that back up to the river. All of the sites in section E are back-end sites. Bathhouse in E section, and there are dumpsters on the way out of E section. And then these sections here to our right are going to be the sites that back up to that big fishing pond that we saw when we first pulled into E section.
On someone in denial, 'cause you want dollar bills right now, but you gotta work real hard. I know you want it to be easy, so let your guard down. And I say,
and probably the biggest fishing spot here, if you don't mind having a license, is going to be down here at the Piankatank River. So there is a dock to tie your boat up to. If you have a boat and you're here for the weekend, you can put it in and tie it up down here. And there is a pier that you can fish off the end. So even if you don't have a boat and you want to fish off the river, you can absolutely do that. This is also a great spot to catch some beautiful sunsets.
You had great patience, but something knocked you out. You felt your...
As we come back up from the river, we're going to go to our left, which is going to be A section. Again, sites to the left are going to be on the riverbank, and we'll also take you down by the river. There's a little beach area. We'll swing by that.
And I said, see it in your mind, trust that, have what it takes inside, 'cause you can make it too.
So if we continued straight, we would stay in A section. We're going to take a left and go into C section. C section again, they're all full hookup sites, but these are 50 amp sites. They are all back-end sites as well.
And I said, see it in your mind, trust that, have what it takes inside, 'cause you can make it too. If not says who, yeah, you can make it too. If not says who, you can make it.
So we're going to come to the end of C section, and as we get to the end, it kind of dead ends at the store and laundry facility. Laundry here is $2 per load, whether you're washing or drying. I think if you do a heavy duty wash, it could be $2.25 a load. They do have a change machine, and I believe they sell some laundry products like detergent and dryer sheets. And then directly behind the store and laundry facility is the dog park. They have two areas fenced in. One is just an area that you can sit on the bench, let your dog roam off leash, and then one has some agility course training stuff. So they have the ring for them to jump through and different things for them to climb on. So depending on your dog and what their needs are, they have two great options here. This has been a recent upgrade to the park, and we really like it as dog owners here. So there are a few things this campground's known for. One, the fact that it's located right on the river, and that it has two nice fishing ponds. So for the outdoor enthusiast, kayaker, fisherman, fisherwoman, those are great draws. And you will rarely hear anyone that's been here talk about this campground and not mention the ice cream available at the store. You can see the huge ice cream cone that's sitting outside. They have delicious ice cream. It is Hershey's ice cream, and the quantity you get for the amount of money you pay is amazing. Of course, the store also offers firewood, ice, some camping supplies, t-shirts, that kind of thing. But the ice cream is the real draw here. As far as cell service goes, we have AT&T and we have full service here. So I can't speak for any of the other vendors, but AT&T has great service here. There are several draws to this area. Maybe a 15-minute drive is Urbana, which is oyster country here in Virginia. They have an annual oyster festival every year at the beginning of November. So if you're here at that time, it's a great thing to check out. This particular campground is not far from home, so we enjoy coming here for a quick weekend or even, a longer stay, especially in the summertime. We hope you enjoyed this featured tour for camperreport.com. Don't forget to check out their YouTube channel and subscribe. Ring the bell so you get notifications.
Until next time you find us camping.
Safe travels, everyone.